What was the most important technological advancement of your youth?
I think it would be the refrigerator because we had an ice box and sometimes the iceman didn't come by, and we could only have like Jell-O and stuff like that in the wintertime when Mother could put it out in the snow so that it would gel. And so I think it would be the refrigerator.
What was the most important technological advancement of your youth?
Television. When I was young, we didn't have television. We enjoyed a lot of good radio shows. And then we got television, and it was this round thing. And then we thought we'd get color, so my dad came home with this plastic sheet that fit over the TV that had like rainbow colors on it that was supposed to give you color TV. And then later on, they came out with color television.
What was the most important technological advancement of your youth?
I would like to say it was a 4 on the floor, but I had already past my youth. It was a transistor radio. Was the biggest thing when I was a lad. I bought my first one when I was 13 years old, and I carried it with me everywhere, except school.
And why was that important to you?
Well, I was the only kid in the neighborhood that had one. And it was, I got to show it off. And other kids got to listen to it too. It was special.
What was the most important technological advancement of your youth?
It would be computers, and they were as big as a room.
And why was that important to you in your generation?
Because it helped us land a man on the moon.
What was the most important technological advancement of your youth?
Probably the cassette recorder. And it was important to me because it gave me the chance to tape radio shows, learn new music because I was a musician and wanted to be a musician at the time. So it was kind of the first way that I could capture music for myself and slow it down and rehearse it and do things with it.
I have to say the VCR. My dad and I used to record a lot of the races so we could watch them.
Cell phones. Because they helped us in case of emergencies when we broke down on the side of the road, or we had a flat tire or something like that. So
cassette tapes. And the reason for that is because I love music so much. And LPs were kind of on the way out, and for whatever, I know why. I had lost my record collection, and I didn't have very many records anymore. And so I kind of started over with the cassette tapes, and I was able to amass quite a few cassette tapes. And so I was able to get my record collection built up. All of them weren't records, but I was able to get my music collection built up and have my music around me all the time. And it was just very important to me. And to this day, I've still got my tape collection. I just don't have anything to play it on.
The thing that comes to mind the most is we went from total black and white TV to color TV. And when you're a kid, that was the coolest thing maybe ever, having color versus gray everything.
Virtual reality, because it changes the way you play games and you can be more in and have a better experience.
Yeah, the biggest advancement in technology in my youth was probably anything that had to do with video games, because I remember when the first NES came out and playing Mario Brothers 3, and it was just like this technological marvel, and it changed everything on how we played games. And it went from Game Boy. I remember when the Nintendo 64 came out, just seeing the advancement as I've grown up of how we went from a Nintendo, which is a little cartridge, to what we have now. We had downloadable games, have them on our computers, have them on our phones, have them in our video game systems. So that's probably the biggest advancement I've seen through my childhood.